How's it going, everyone? Just some updates. This is Squeaky Clean. What's up? We've had some pretty cool days for the last couple days. We haven't really had snow. It's been negative temperatures, but it's been quite alright. So I decided to bag my EK for the winter, right? Perfect for the snow. It's going to be a nice snowplow. So this is probably. I haven't really seen any bagged coupes in the GTA. Obviously, we know Brian Elevated's EK is bagged, but most of the EKs that have been bagged have been the hatches, but not really a coupe. So I present to you, I guess, currently the only coupe that is actually fully bagged in the GTA, and it's also my daily driver, beater, winter beater, whatever. Most of you who know me that I am a huge Honda fan at heart. I started out with an '89 Civic. I love Civics. There's just something about Honda. We can't forget. These particular ones. Were the iconic cars for the 96 to 2000. This is a 99. Nothing really crazy, just a B16 swap, nothing basic, just basic bolt-ons, right? But anyways, now it's bagged, so that's an update. So for the last couple of days, I've been messing around with the air suspension on this. This started out with the Yonaka coilovers. I converted them into our custom bags from Hardlines by Squeaky Clean or Bags by Squeaky Clean. So the Yonaka coilovers are, $400 coilovers. They are what they are. You do get what you pay for with those coilovers. As a coilover setup, they're A-okay. They ride decent, right? But now that I've put in the air suspension or the airbags over the coilovers, it actually rides quite nice. I'm very surprised with the quality that I'm getting. It's got slim bellows in the front and it's got sleeves in the back. This thing is obviously kiss and frame. It's on my winter tires right now, so it's laying frame, kiss and frame, whatever. It's quite fucking sick that this is probably my sixth coupe. I've had quite a lot. None of them were B16 swapped, so this is a first for me, and I've never really bagged a coupe before. It was always running really low coilovers, so this is kind of close to my heart that I was finally able to fuck around and bag a coupe so I can enjoy it all year and stuff. Currently, it doesn't have any management in it. It's running something called a static air setup. Yes, believe it or not, there's something called a static air setup. For those who are not familiar, it's got the air struts in, it's got all the lines running, but it doesn't have a tank, it doesn't have a compressor. All it is just basically has tire inflation valves. So what I can do is I can bump it up to whatever pressures I want and just leave it static. So drive like I normally would without being able to air out and stuff like that, but have it at a constant height but still be bagged, which is quite cool. I haven't decided what management I will put in it. Maybe airlift manual management. It doesn't really need anything fancy. I like stupid simple stuff. I've done many 3Ps. I love 3P, but I don't think this requires a 3P. And plus, I don't want to put too much crazy shit on it because these have a tendency to be stolen. So, we're probably going to keep it super basic. Maybe I'm just going to keep it static air, and then whenever I want to air it out at a show, I'll basically deflate the valves. And, at the end of the show, I'll just get a tire inflator and then inflate it up and put it up to whatever height I want and go my rip. But I'm quite pleased. So that's just an update with what I've been up to. A lot of people are taking advantage of the airlift 25% sale, which is really, really cool. And don't mind me throwing out names. I'm just that has nothing to do with promotions or whatever. But What I'm excited about mostly is a lot of you are taking advantage of these sales, buying more air suspension in Canada. Canada has a tendency to be a little bit behind with the rest of the world, unfortunately, when it comes to suspension modifications. Like almost 90% of USA are already running bags for the last 10 years, but we kind of have a tendency to convert a little bit slow. So a lot more cars that I'm going to be involved in 2020 that we're working together in order to put air suspension on. So there's going to be some regular vlogs in regards to that. So I'm quite excited for that. But this is Static Air sitting on the ground. It's probably GTA's first bagged coupe officially now in 2019, and this is all it is right here for those who are interested. So all the lines are running, and here's your little tire inflation valves. So I have the fronts linked and I got the rears linked. So all I got to do is, if I want to inflate it and make this car go up, is just put a tire inflator up into it with whatever pressure I want. I already know what pressures based on experience, obviously, so I'll air it up to that pressure and keep it static and just go for a rip. This is not a setup for everyone, simply because of the fact that remember, you really don't have a pressure readout, so you don't know whether you're having a leak or not. So it's a little bit gangster and adventurous to run this setup. Now, I trust myself. This is my own personal car. I trust our conversions, so I know that there's no leaks in this vehicle because I've tested it. You can never be 100% certain, but I know it well enough, and I know what to do if the car was to ever have any issues to be able to fix it. But it's a really cool alternative where you don't have to jack up the car and you don't have to adjust your coilovers. You can essentially just inflate whatever pressure you want in the bag, and the car will go up to what pressures you want. So it's another alternative for those who are not familiar. It's called the Static Air setup. If you want more information, you can hit us up on Instagram at Hardlines by Squeaky Clean, or squeakyclean.tm, which is my personal account where I do all this stuff. And that's pretty much it. And it's getting a little bit colder. We're probably gonna have snow soon, so stay tuned for more vlogs. Peace.